for Namshar. So we're going to go into this next game and just, well, I say just a couple of moments, I mean right now, literally. So in the lower right hand corner we do have our blue Zerg player from College Esports. It's Namshar, and going for a cannon rush in the upper right hand corner, it's Red Blood's Ignite. So, I mean, because I started talking and getting distracted by myself, we have kind of missed this, like, the Forge coming down first. But, I mean, again, what I was just saying in the chat is we don't delay the games for the ads, guys. Ignite was taking a little while to ready up, so that's why the ads went on a little bit longer than originally planned. Ooh, pylon block. Cannon will come up here. Where's he going to put it down? Is he going to let it? Okay, he's going to put it down there. He can sneak out. For a moment, I wasn't sure if he would sneak out or not, but he can. But still, that's a pretty decent wall here. This probe is going to get away as well. A lot of drones have been pulled, but what's he going to go for? Pylons? Nice, picking away at that cannon a little bit. This probe's going to try and get back in here. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get back in to put another cannon up, I think. But, I mean, there's so many drones. It's quite funny to watch, actually. This cannon's going to finish up, though. How many drones is it going to take down? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that drone regened. Oh, so did that one. Ooh. It's pretty nasty. He's going to try and get over here again. Okay, Namshar doesn't. He knows, though. Blocked. Absolute fail of a cannon rush then. So that's what, 250 resources down the drain plus 2 pylons, 450. Kills 2 drones, not the best. Oh, he gets himself in again. Really? Really? It just happened again? He's trying to get another cannon up. He's going to lose the probe now. Okay, he loses the probe. But this pylon got a lot of health on it, but there is a Zergling out now. 2 Zerglings. Oh, I don't know. The cannon's halfway done. 4 Zerglings, it's not going to be enough, right? I think cancel. I think cancel's the best call. 2 Zerglings on the cannon. Well, maybe not, actually. This cannon's probably going to clean out these Zerglings, because only 3 of them can fit. Alright, well, okay, maybe not clean them out, but he gets 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost worthwhile. Probably would have been better to just cancel it, though. Probably. 4 Zerglings, yeah. Yeah, probably, I would say so. Sorry, I'm just kind of talking to myself, thinking about it. So yeah, I mean, not the best of openings for Ignite. You know, he's going to lose again. 750 resources against only 200. So that's never going to be great, of course, as we now have a Forge and a Gateway coming up at the front. Well, the Forge has been here for all the time, but we've had a Cannon come up, we've got a Gateway come up, Cybercore comes up next, and we'll see what Ignite wants to do with this here in game number 2 on Deadwing. A pretty large map, so quite excited to see. Quite excited to see what exactly is going to happen here, as you know, what exactly these guys are going to get up to, etc, etc. Mostly what Ignite's going to do, because I mean, Namshar's already shown us, right, he's just going to take a 3rd base and basically be the reactor in this game. So I guess in the last game he was the guy who was forcing cancels on the 3rd Nexus, and that was pretty nice. But again, we have to see what Ignite wants to do first before Namshar can really start making decisions in the game. So so yeah, hello Texas93, how's it going? I haven't seen you for a while. I guess Namshar hasn't played on the stream for a little while. Go get Ignite from McDelta, hashtag Ignite on fire. Yeah, I guess he looks like he's sucking on something. I don't know. Maybe I was. Again, guys, today is just one of those days where, like, you know, it's just everything is everything, and you know, whatever. It's just a little bit of a write-off. So so yeah, we're gonna go into our next game. Well, going into our next game. I'm talking. Stop. What a disaster, says Niels Christian, and that is how I feel about the last half a minute of casting. We're gonna go into our next game. We've just seen a cannon rush all fucking ready. Like, oh my god, Ignite's trying to take a 3rd base here. Again, guys, I apologise. I woke up very drunk this morning. I didn't realise I was actually that drunk. So when I stood up to try and go to university, I couldn't actually make it out of my room because I was still so drunk somehow. Which is quite a disaster. I had to kind of pull myself together because I had to go meet someone. But it's been a pretty rough day, as I'm sure you can imagine. So yeah, Ignite is taking a 3rd base here, robot facility on the way down. If Namshar just going into his lair, Twilight Council coming down as well. So I mean, it's the exact same build as last game, more or less, a bit of a later 3rd base. Yeah, it's the same build though. I mean, he hasn't got any extra gateways until just now. So So yeah. I actually didn't read what Niels Christian said before he said what a disaster. That's not what I'm going to say. Not something I'm going to mention here on the stream. I'm not going to lie. +2 on the way out of this forge. Blink coming in as well. And bunch of probes actually heading towards this heading to start mining off of this third base. Ignite warps in another sentry here, and he's pretty nicely walled off here. I mean, nice. It's a nice map to do this on because you can get these 3 bases so nice and easily. Already a 4th base on the way from Namshar. Of course, 4 base is pretty nice to hold as well. So the Hallucinated Phoenix comes through here. +2 and Blink are on the way. Robobay coming in as well now for Ignite. So pretty standard. But again, this Hallucinated Phoenix, it spots the Spire very early on. And it's amazing how much of a similar scenario this first game is to the second game is to the first game. Difference being, I don't think we had double melee upgrades on the way in the last game, because he was definitely very roach focused. So again, Ignite, he responds with the double Stargate. He's just got Warp Prism out, so let's follow that a little bit maybe. He responds to the Spire by putting a double Stargate down. Which is, again, I mean, not so bad. Again, it's a big investment if then you don't actually have Mutalisks coming towards you, and that could have been why you just didn't quite have enough in the last game. But in this case, I mean, I think he's got a little bit more time now. We do have an infestation pit on the way too, so it's looking as though I mean, with many upgrades, he could be heading in. Is that a game sounds? I was just like, where the fuck's that noise coming from? If you guys can hear the in-game music, you would, like, it just came out of nowhere. It's so loud. Sorry, what on earth? So an Overseer here. He's gonna, oh my god. Right, so what I was saying is, he's actually hit an infestation pit so he can go into Hive. He's upgrading Pathstring Glands, so he's actually looking as though he wants to head into Infestors. And Ultralisks, I would imagine, with the 1-1 melee upgrades finishing. So we'll see. Again, we'll see how this goes. Interestingly, though, Ignite is already making has been making Immortals. This Robobay is. Did he not make a Robobay before now? Maybe he cancels it or something. So his Robobay is now going to finish here very shortly. A second Robo facility on the way as well. Ignite with a couple of Void Rays is going to be moving out here. As Robo Prism is actually intercepted, which is a little bit unfortunate. Ling's just moving around the map. Robo Prism does actually spot this infestation pit, which again is slightly intriguing. And yeah, Robo Prism will be able to get away. I can outrun the Corruptors, of course. So we do have a couple of hallucinations coming through. Oh, he spots the Greatest Spire. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Greatest Spire. Ultra's Cavern comes down as well, and that's also spot. So Ignite, you know, there's only so much you can do with a scout like this from Ignite, because you literally have to prepare for everything. 8 Infestors on the way. And I think I like his choice. He's going to add on the Fleet Beacon. He's going to go up into, he's going to continue making Colossi. He's added a couple of Void Rays in for safety already, but I think Fleet Beacon's the right answer to pretty much anything here. Tempests are going to be pretty darn good in any scenario we can end up in, more or less. So, a couple of Void Rays on the way. And yeah, so 4 more gateways being added on as well. Creep is spreading quite nicely through the middle of the map, and this will allow our Zerg player to really kind of, you know, control where fights take place. You can fight in multiple locations. I like the addition of the static defense. Obviously, this is going late game, so something that Namshar doesn't want to happen is that he gets thrown really far behind because of that he gets thrown really far behind simply because he you know, simply because he like loses to, because War Prisms come in and do so much damage. I got there in the end. Kindness playing on the way, 2-2 melee upgrades. And Adrenal Glands coming down here as well, and a couple of Vipers coming in. So, yeah, a bunch of Zerglings trying to run into, ooh, they get a run by off. Phone overcharge used immediately. I think that's a solid wall. Okay, it is now that a Zealot joins in. So these Lings are actually not going to achieve too much here in the end. He's going to try for the Fleet Beacon, but I don't think he'll be too successful. The probes are, okay, I mean, he loses every single Zergling. It was a good idea, but I think he tried to do too much, because he tried to get into the natural. That gave already Ignite a bunch of time, and once Ignite had that time, he was in position and the Link started to die, so you maybe need to just commit into the mineral line here. and just, you know, be a little bit more decisive about that. Warp Prism's sitting to the right hand side of the map currently. 4th base mine for Namshar, 5th base starting to mine as well. We have had ultras in the production tab for some time now, and we do have the opportunity to see some brutals come in as well, because we do have some corruptors ready to go. Bunch of Koreans actually moving forward with this creep spread. So the creep is continuing to be pushed here by Namshar, who's also adding on his 2nd Spire right now. And 2 melee upgrades finish, and he goes straight into +3/+3. An Oracle on the way from Ignite as well, and that's so important to use the Revelation to give the Tempest vision. So these Tempests, I mean, very much so. There's going to be a very much about how well each player can pick the fight. I'd love to see. In fact, he's already got it on the way. Templar Archives. I'd love to see this, because not only can you feedback Infestus, but you can feedback so many of these Queens as well, and really get rid of the Transfusers, and that makes them so much, like, it makes them pretty much dead supply, because they don't add that much DPS. So I like this as well. Ignite sitting behind basically a choke. It makes it very hard for you know, for Namshar to push in. He's got a couple of Vipers, so you can slowly start to pick things off. But this creep spread is really scary for Ignite, because how does he send? Okay, he's going to peel some Zealots off down this way to try and do some damage. I mean, you just have the Warp Prism still you could use. It makes it, I mean, this creep spread just makes it so tough for Ignite though, because, you know, how does he ever go anywhere? If he even wins a fight here, you know, it takes him so long to get across the map, because he's just got a clear creep. So these Zealots are going to be picked up on very quickly. Warp Prism is going to start taking some damage, being chased by Corruptors again. Queen adding some DPS into that as well, and with the Vipers being able to abduct, maybe? Not quite in range. Oh, okay, the Warp Prism's going to go down anyway. So Warp Prism goes down, some Zealots move out straight onto the creepy end. I mean, this is the problem. How does he get out of his base apart from a Warp Prism? Ooh, he has a Revelation on some Infestors, so he's trying to hunt them down. Fungal Golem's down though, and Ultra's just swiped this up, and Ignite actually is in a bunch of trouble right now. I find it hard to see him, like, breaking out of this full base, which isn't too bad, because he's got plenty of time to do it. He's not in any kind of crazy rush. Mothership might help, actually. Does he have a Mothership core on the map? Doesn't, yeah, he does. Okay, where is it? Mothership, there's the Mothership. So Mothership core is on the map. I mean, the Tempests are nice because they have the range, but the question, I mean, how do you actually go about moving forward and, like, actually pushing this army back? I mean, Namshar will just keep disengaging and re-engaging. Oh, is he going to go up the ramp? No. I mean, he needs to play this slow right now. This is nice. Throwing a couple of Tempests in. Fungal Growth. Ooh, but he's going to lose his Ultras, and that's not good. He should not be fighting into this at all, I don't think. Fungal Growth's on the whole army, though. Is it going to be enough? There's feedback comes down. There's so many Queens, and these Ultralists are not dying. Voiders in the sky going down. Some more Mortals come and join the fight. A couple of Templar are going to just be left alone. Ignite's got a ton of money, but he's got no way to really spend it. And Namshar leapt on the opportunity to run in here. I thought the choke point was going to make this a really bad trade for him, but no. It was actually quite good in the end, and I mean, obviously the choke point didn't help him out at all, but it was enough. He had enough surface area to really get in there. The Fungal Growths helped out a lot, I imagine. And I kind of feel as though maybe Ignite just didn't even really expect Namshar to leap into the attack just at that point. More Void Rays and Immortals trying to be produced here, but I mean, surely it's already game over. Oh, the supplies. He's like 90 supply behind. Oh, Ignite. It has been such a pleasure watching him qualify for the tournament, and now he's actually going to end up going out 0-2 in the round of 16. Someday I believe Ignite will make it to this quarterfinals of an SC2 Improve event, as he has